Hi, my name is Waleed. I'm an engineer with the SBC, and I'm here to talk about the differences between our alternators and the competitors. First, I want to go over our frames. Our frames are precision machined from 6061 aluminum. This allows them to be stronger and more durable than traditional cast frames while retaining OEM fitment. It also has better heat dissipation and allows more airflow for better cooling. Next, we have the rotors. As we can see here, the SBC rotor is brand new. You can see the copper on the inside is obvious that it has never been previously used. All SBC alternators use only brand new components. Here we have our competitors' rotors. I want to point out that they sold this rotor as part of a brand new unit. First thing you notice is that it is painted. You cannot see any of the copper or raw material on the inside. They do this to hide the fact that it is a remanufactured rotor. You can also see the lip around the bearing has been machined and bent. They do this so they can remove the bearing and exchange it because the original bearing either failed or had a lot of runtime. If you go back to our rotors, you can see that the lip has not been touched. That means that this is the original bearing on the rotor. Next, we have the stators. Here we have an SBC 270 amp stator. Again, you can see it's brand new. You can clearly see the bright copper and the high build quality. And on the other side, you can see the epoxy coating. Everything is brand new. Over here, we have our competitor's stator. You can clearly see the reddish coating that they use to cover the copper. Copper tends to darken in color with age as it's used. So again, they coat the copper windings in this reddish color to hide the fact that it's a used rotor that they sold as part of a brand new unit. On the other side, this gray epoxy has worn and they used paint again to cover it up. Again, this is another indicator that this is a used stator that they used as part of a brand new unit. Other types of stators that we've seen out there are replicas. These are actually new stators, but there are other issues that we see with these guys. First is overall build quality. As you can see, the leads are welded on as opposed to the SBC leads that are part of the overall winding as just one big piece. These welds can cause alternator failure. Another thing we've seen is the leads sometimes are soldered on. The soldered leads have even more risk of failure at high temperatures. The other thing you notice are the large gaps between the windings here on the bottom with all the epoxy coating. The large gaps mean they're using less copper. That means less current carrying capacity. As opposed here on the SBC stator, the windings are nice and tightly wound together, which again is another indicator of using more copper, which again gives you more current and better performance and reliability. Another thing I want to point out with the stators is the diameter and size. The SBC stator has a bigger diameter, larger size. That is also another indicator of using more copper. Again, more copper means more current carrying capacity, better performance and reliability. The SBC stator is rated at 270 max with 200 amps at idle. The competitors are rated at 240 amps with 80 to 100 amps at idle. The SBC gives you better max performance without sacrificing idle output. Next, we have the rectifier. This is an SBC rectifier. It's brand new with original diodes. On the other hand, we have the competitor's rectifier with their diodes. This is actually also a brand new rectifier. You rarely see rectifiers remanufactured because of the risk of failure on these units. The main problem with this we notice is the diodes. The diodes rarely perform to their rating. This can cause increased alternator noise or even complete failures. SBC diodes exceed the ratings and continue to perform for years. A couple of more things I want to highlight are our bearings and our pulleys. We only use original top-of-the-line bearings in all our alternators. This helps the alternator perform at high RPMs and very high temperatures without failures. Some cheaper bearings out there fail under harsher operating conditions that they're subjected to in the field. Here is one of our alternator pulleys. We machined them in-house from aircraft quality aluminum alloy for durability and precision. Because of all the superior components that we just highlighted, SBC is so confident in our product that we're backing it up with a 2-year warranty, and that is something that you will not get from any of our competitors. Please contact us for more information or a quote.